Hello, second grade. We are continuing with online classes for Monday, March 30th. I want to take a look at our schedule real quickly. Hopefully, you've already taken care of some morning business. You've watched a Bible video and did some Bible. You watched a math video and finished your math page. You've taken a little recess break, whether indoors or outdoors, depending on the weather. And now we're moving into language arts. Language is so important to God. John 20:31 tells us that God has chosen the written word as one way to reveal himself to us. And in order to know what that says, you have to be able to read the written words, which means you need to know the letters that make up those words. So language is important to God, and we're going to take a look at our language arts block. Now, our language arts block covers a lot of things. It covers phonics, spelling, grammar, handwriting, vocabulary, and reading. For our purposes, we are going to separate reading and vocabulary from the rest of language. So just know, you're going to want to see two videos, one on language and one that has to do with reading and vocabulary. So just keep that in mind as we are working. Now, I am wanting to start with a review. Cursive is so important to second grade. All of you know how to print your letters, but we're learning how to write them in cursive. And we have to know how to write each one correctly. So I want to review for you 3 letters from the week before spring break, starting with the letter Q. The letter Q. So here's our letter Q. This is our capital Q. Notice that it's an oval shape, that it has a little curly Q here, and that it comes down underneath that bottom line. That's important because it goes underneath the bottom line. It's very similar to the L and the capital L, and neither the capital L or the capital Q connects to the rest of the word. And then, of course, there's our lowercase q, which you've already learned. So let's just walk through our capital Q. You're going to start at the bottom line, and you're going to start going clockwise to the left, coming around, touch the top, come down, then retrace a little bit, break off and make a little circle, and come underneath the bottom line. When you come underneath that bottom line, that stops our capital Q. So again, the capital Q does not connect to the rest of the word. Then our little q starts at the middle line. We're going to come around, we're going to loop to the left. So we're going to make our loop, we're going to touch, go down into the basement, and then you're going to loop right, touch at the bottom line, and make your connector. Your little q will connect to the rest of the word. Then we have the letter R, which you were supposed to work on. Your capital R has a connector. It's going to connect to the rest of the word. And your little r also has a connector, of course, connects to the rest of the word. But we're going to take a look at this capital R. Now, our capital R starts out looking like a letter P. So you're going to start right above the middle line, slant up, then straight line down into the basement, retrace, then you're going to make your circle, touch the back, come down, and make your connector. So that is our capital R. Our little r starts at the bottom line. We're going to slant up a little bit above that middle line, come down, and then we're going to do an around with a connector. So there's our capital R and our little r. And then our last letter from the week before spring break was the letter S. Now our letter S has what we call a tail. With a tail, we do not connect to the rest of the word. Our little s does connect, of course, but our capital S has a tail, so it is not going to connect to the rest of the word. So we're going to start out with a big slant up and then a little loop. So here we go. So we're going to start at the bottom line, slant up, Then you're going to loop left and touch at the middle line. Come down and make a belly. Cross over the back, touch the middle line, and do a cut back. That's your tail. So that's your that's your capital S. Then with our little s, remember we start at the bottom line. We slant up, we make a belly, touch the back, and then make our connector. So that is our capital Q, R, and S. I hope my little ducklings all out there are following in a row and paying attention to what we're doing, because you can take that capital S and put an eye and a beak and his little feet, and there's the mama duck wanting to walk us off. So hopefully you can do all three of those, and you've been working on them. If you're not sure, go back to your packet, your Q, R, and S from before spring break. Take a look at your letters, try them again. Hope this helps as just a quick review for letters that we had already done the week before spring break. Thanks.